Okay, good morning to all of you. I would like to welcome you to this session, and especially thanks for coming to those people who are not from Hong Kong U. It is my pleasure to see you here, people from schools and from other institutions, but also I'm pleased to see our students, researchers and colleagues. And also I welcome the people who arrived from overseas for this event. This morning's session is focused on Web 2.0 technologies and how these apply in teaching and learning. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Dr. Daniel CHURCHILL, and I am Assistant Professor at the Faculty of Education, the University of Hong Kong. So the central thesis here is that Web 2.0 introduces a spectrum of opportunities for teaching and learning. So we know more about this as we get engaged in practicing with these technologies and by conducting the research. But what is the Web 2.0? I'd like to provide you with some definitions in order to set the context for this morning's presentations. We all know that there are terms like blog, wikis, and so on and on. I put a lot of terms on this slide, but I will try to define it in a different way. So, first thing, the Web 2.0 is a metaphor, a paradigm shift, a new culture. It is about thinking differently about Internet. What can we do with Internet technologies? As I say in this point, requires the paradigm shift, different thinking, and this thinking also is in respect to how do we use technology in teaching and learning. Second point is that in Web 2.0, user control information, which means you subscribe to information and you don't just go to the internet and consume information, but you actively participate in creating information online. If you apply this model in teaching and learning, that means your students are not only consumer of the content that is prepared for them, but they actually actively participate in creating the content that can be useful for others in the learning. Another point is the web as a point of presence. A lot of people these days have their accounts in Facebook. They have blogs. They basically build their identities in cyberspace. It is not anymore that you just put a web page, but actually you have a lot of information about yourself, like your profile, then you connect to the other people, like make friends and connect to friends of the friends. You maintain the collections of your favorite bookmarks online. You have your favorite videos online. You're meshing information, you're harvesting and bringing content together in blogs and so on and on. So you actually have your presence in the internet, and people get to know you through your stuff, not just know you personally as a person, but you might have friends from all over the world who you actually never met. Web as a social environment. In Web 2.0, we're moving that you are not just a lone user of the internet information, but you're actually active participant in interaction and collaboration. And all these technologies, that's why we're talking about Web 2.0 as a social web. Web as a platform. This is another very important concept of Web 2.0. Now we find information like the Google Docs and Zoho, mind mapping, and so on and on. All these applications are inside of the internet environment. You turn on your computer, you go to internet, and you have latest version of the software available for your use. So this brings the question to the future of applications that we install locally on our machines, whether we're going to have these applications on the computers in the future, whether we need them, or whether we need the operating system at all, because as you turn the computer, you may enter internet environment and all your application and files, everything is there. So web as a platform. Web 2.0 is also about rich forms of expression. Now, as I said, one of the first points was the user actively participate in creation of information. However, this creation of information is driven by powerful and user-friendly tools that emerge every day on the internet, the tools that allow us to create multimedia presentation, the tools that allow us to mesh the video with audio, the tools allow us to grab our phone, speak to the phone, and immediately we have a podcast available online. So new forms of expression that are empowered by these multimodal tools and multimodal kind of forms of communication. In this morning sessions, we will have altogether 7 presentations. The first part of the morning there will be 4 presentations, and then we will have a tea break about 10:45 to 11:50, and after the break we'll have another 3 presentations followed up by panel discussion. So during panel discussion you're welcome to give us questions. All the speakers will be coming up on stage. You're welcome to give us questions, and they will provide short commentary about important things that we learn from this event. Now this presentation, rather than telling you presentation by presentation, you have them listed, I think, in your in the documents that you picked up in relation to the conference. I actually ran analysis of the text, abstracts of this presentation, and these are the keywords that come up from this analysis. And as we see, there the words like web, internet, students, networking, but the biggest word in here, word learning. So this session this morning is not about technology, but essentially this session is not about Web 2.0, but about Learning 2.0. So think about, I wish you enjoyable and productive morning, and I'm looking forward to the speakers' presentations and to panel discussion that will follow. So thank you very much. So may I call now for the first speaker for this morning, Dr. Daniel CHURCHILL, please.